बिस्मिल्लाहि मिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। मेरा नाम आदिल शहीर है। उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आप सब लोग बिल्कुल ठीक ठाक होंगे, खैर-ओ-फ़ियत से होंगे और ज़िंदगी के हर गुज़रते हुए लम्हे में अल्लाह अज़्ज़ा वजल की ज़ात का शुक्र अदा कर रहे होंगे। नबी करीम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने इरशाद फरमाया कि जिस शख्स ने मेरे ऊपर एक मरतबा दरूद पाक पढ़ा, अल्लाह ताला की ज़ात उसके ऊपर 10 मरतबा रहमतें नाजिल फरमाता है। सल्लु अलल हबीब सल्लल्लाहु ताला अला मुहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु ताला अलैहि व आलिहि वसल्लम। Today we have discussed topic of impact of climate change on Pakistan या in Pakistan. This topic is from Current Affairs book. Current Affairs book is the compulsory book of CSS Central Superior Services, and it also helpful for CSS essay papers as well as PMS essay papers. Let us discuss from first point. First point is that Pakistan among the top 10 countries that are affected by climate change. This report is actually submitted by Global Climate Risk Index of 2018. This risk index shows that this is released by Public Policy Group in German watch, and they said that Pakistan is among the top 10 countries that are actually affected by climate change. Climate change is also occurred due to global warming, and global warming is because of greenhouse gases emission. Pakistan is among the 135th rank according to producing greenhouse gases emission from whole of the world. Secondly, Pakistan average temperature increases. It's said that increase from 7.2 Fahrenheit or 4 degree till 2100 century. Till to 2100 century, Pakistan average temperature rise up to 7.2 Fahrenheit or 4 degree centigrade. That is indirectly affected on the agriculture sector, and agriculture sector among 60 to 70% people are actually directly or indirectly involved into the agriculture sector of Pakistan. Secondly, this is reported by World Wildlife Fund report in 2012. World Wildlife Fund report 2012 tells that Pakistan has average temperature increases because of its geographical location. Its temperature increases year by year according to, as well as rise faster than anywhere else country. Number 3 point is in 30 April 2018, Nawab Shah, that is a district of province of Sindh, its temperature rises up to 50.2 degrees centigrade. It is recorded as the world hottest day according to Meteorological Department of Pakistan, or Earth hottest day according to Meteorological Department of Pakistan. They said that in June 2018, Nawab Shah temperature rise up to 50.2 degree centigrade. Secondly, number 4 point, Pakistan greenhouse gases emission. Pakistan, as I have also told, that Pakistan contributed almost 135th rank among whole of the world to contribute in the greenhouse gases emission in last 2 decades. Agriculture sector affected most by greenhouse gases, and I have repeated it that Pakistan have almost 45% of population, and almost 15 to 17% of GDP ratio is directly linked with the agriculture sector of Pakistan, and climate change or global warming indirectly are very critical effects produced on agriculture sectors of Pakistan. Secondly, we have discussed about shortage of fresh water due to climate change. There is because shortage of fresh water due to climate change, it is arid and semi-arid zones of Pakistan face water shortage and high temperature. Because this is the reason that shortage of fresh water cause indirectly food shortage, especially in rural areas, because Pakistan rural areas are depend upon agriculture sector, and agriculture sector is depend 90 to 95% on Indus River Basin territory, that are Pakistan water sources, and if Pakistan fresh water sources are reduced, day by day, then it will definitely affect on our rural areas as well as on our agriculture sectors, or it also indirectly affect on our human population and also on our industrial sectors as well as our hydropower electricity power projects. Secondly, we have discussed about the changing sowing time for crops. Changing in sowing time for crops, first of all, it causes the seasonal changes, because due to sowing changing because due to change in sowing crops, there is definitely change into the seasonal there is also definitely change in the seasons of Pakistan. Then there is a change in irrigation requirement. If we change the sowing time of crop, then it will definitely affect on the then it will definitely change the irrigation system or irrigation requirement. Secondly, it will also change the soil texture, soil fertility, soil productivity or crop yielding. That is also linked directly or indirectly with each other, that are actually under the risk of pest attack, and also some different critical diseases are also attack on the agricultures or different of types of crops. Secondly, Pakistan 22% of land and 49.6% of population is at risk. According to one of the research is says that Pakistan 25% of total area is under cultivation, and almost 70% of Punjab area is also under cultivation. And if Pakistan is suffering from climate change, then it will definitely that Pakistan 22% of land as well as 49.6% of population is definitely at risk, because of there is a transmitted of several fatal diseases, or almost there is some critical diseases like hepatitis due to contamination of water, or cholera, or like fever, or like dengue, malaria. These are also cause the low mortality rate in Pakistan. Secondly, increase in epidemic potential. Because of increasing in epidemic potential from last 2 decades, malaria is rises from 12% to 27% just because of climate change, because this climate will definitely affect on the growing or on the producing of malaria eggs, malaria cells eggs, or different mosquitoes eggs. Then on the other hand, 31% to 47%, this will rise, dengue will rise up to 31% to 47% just because of climate change. Number 8 point is Pakistan may run dry by 2025. This is reported by World Bank as well as other different resources of wildlife that are actually research on climate change as well as effect of global warming on whole of the world. They said that Pakistan may run dry by 2025 because, and first of all, Pakistan is among the stress line countries in 1990s. Secondly, Pakistan is on the scarcity line by 2005. And number third is, what if this situation continues? If this situation continues that we are suffering from loss of our fresh water as well as we have decreased our per capita water availability in centimeter cube, we will definitely it will definitely produce negative effect on our country as well as our population, because this will definitely create drought-like situations, or also create some situations like we have scarcity of water as well as we are scarcity of food shortage. These are also linked with the because we are may run dry in 2025. According to United Nations report in June 2018, it was says that Pakistan are water stressed country in next future generation of 2020, and it will definitely that Pakistan is among the water stressed countries if we do not care about our water reservoirs or about our dams or about our own all these sorts. If we do not care about enough of our water, we will definitely face some water shortage in next generation, or our future generation will also face some water scarcity. Number 10 is solution for climate change in Pakistan. There are different sorts of solutions. Here we will discuss total 18 types of solutions that we are actually if we implemented these situations in our country of Pakistan, we will definitely may overcome this scarcity of water shortage for our next future generation, and it will definitely helpful for our future generation also, as well as for our own. And among from these situations, there are also some are highly paid some are most expensive, some are just little, because different sorts of implementations we are actually headed. We are actually, if we want to change our climate in Pakistan, then we will definitely implement these situations, and we need to try these situations as well as on individual level, community level, provisional level, or on our whole of the country. First of all, we must need to planting trees. If we plant trees, it will reduce evaporation, and it will also encourage transpiration. Transpiration is actually also a major source for to becoming as a method for raining. That is also a major source for raining, and if we planting trees, it will definitely helpful to overcome our drought like situation, and also overcome our flooding like situations, and it also helpful for to cover those areas that are actually converted into desertification, or suffering from desertification as well as from deforestation. And we need to implement afforestation as well as reforestation, and by implementing new trees. Secondly, we need to be use our energy efficiently. We must need to use our resources like oil, gas, as well as our other resources that we are actually scarcity in our next, because all these sources are actually linked with the climate change, because we must need to adopt not our private vehicle, or we must have adopt public transport as compared to our private transport. Secondly, renewable power resources. We need to use those sources that are actually again renewable as compared to plastic sources, because plastic and other aerosol or like other greenhouse gases are just among those that are actually from not some of them renewable but some of them non-renewable, and we must use those resources that are actually renewable, and they will reuse, recycle, or we can reduce of them. All of these sources we must adopt for reduce the effect of climate change in Pakistan. So number fourth, garbage either burned nor buried in the landfills. We must not fill our garbage into the landfills, and we must not throw them into the water areas or into our ocean areas, because if we throw them into ocean, then it will definitely cause suffocation for our marine life, and if we just bury them, then it will definitely produce harmful effect on our crops or on our plantings, or it may be change the soil productivity or soil seasonings. Secondly, check water lost. We must need to paved those canals that are actually waste water through seepage, leakage, and overflowing, because 25% of water that are actually from agriculture sectors or from our canals are lost just because of our bad infrastructure, and we must need to check our water lost. So number 6 point is recycling. Recycling is need to be the 3 R. First R, reuse, recycle, and reduce. These 3 R's we must implement it to reduce the chances of climate change in Pakistan. Next one is media awareness. We must, or we should need to be educate our people through our media, through our print media, through our radio, television, social media. We need to use all these networks just to make ensure that our people need to know what is the bad effects of climate change in our Pakistan. Secondly, we must need use eco-friendly appliances. We must need to replace those old refrigerators as well as our air conditioners with new environmental friendly eco appliances that are actually available in market. But we can say that they are costly, but definitely they are environmental friendly. Next one, treat industrial waste. We should not throw our garbage as well as our industrial waste freely. into the areas of rivers, because it is also also danger for because it make water contaminated, that will definitely become danger for marine life as well as freshwater life. We must need to treat these industrial wastes well, and it also helpful to reduce the effect of climate change as well as global warming in Pakistan. Next is government should take action on these plans, and government must be need to build those policies that are actually linked with climate change, and must be there a state of law, law of state and rule of law should be implemented for each and every person. 11 is Paris Agreement implement. Number 12 is promote project which minimize the climate change. We must need to adopt those projects slowly that are actually minimize the effect of climate change. According to development of new technologies or information technologies, there is a lot of different projects that are actually reduce the effect of climate change, and that are actually eco-friendly that produce eco-friendly environment for our to reduce the impact of climate change. Number 13 is no use of plastic, because plastic need a lot of years to be decomposing, and if this plastic will indirectly impact on the climate change to be increasing or increase the global warming, we must need to reduce as much as low plastic, or if we use plastic, we must need to be according to 3R: reduce, recycle and reuse. Next, number 14, don't misuse fertilizer, because most of fertilizer either they are herbicide as well as they are pesticide. They must have a lot of greenhouse gases emission because of methane, carbon dioxide, and all these gases are chlorofluorocarbons or hydrofluorocarbons. All these gases are actually directly linked with the climate change, that will also reduce the these also affect on the ozone layer of our world, and we have actually definitely have a hole in our ozone layer, same like as our Antarctica on our continent of Antarctica, but soon we will recover it until 2050. But we do not misuse fertilizers, because all these fertilizers, either herbicide or pesticide, contain such material that are actually harmful for ozone layer and create climate change or increase global warming. Number 15, use water wisely. We must use water wisely, either on our community level, individual level as well as country level. Number 16, electric automobiles. We must use electric automobiles, because electric automobiles do not produce noise pollution, do not produce air pollution, do not produce other sorts of pollution that are actually affect on our climate change. And we must use these automobiles that are actually charged with the help of electricity, and these also help to reduce the climate effect. Number 17 is minimize the aerosol sprays. Aerosol sprays are actually sprays on agriculture sectors, and they also contain those factors that are actually induce the climate change of our Pakistan. Number 18, last but not the least, we must conserve of our agriculture sectors, because if we are grow more our planting trees, grow more sorts of crops, then it will definitely help to reduce our climate change or impact of climate change in Pakistan. I hope you will understand this lecture, and it will definitely helpful for you in your subjects. If you like our videos, please subscribe. We will definitely start an online session for CSS as well as for PMS students, compulsory as well as optional. Please subscribe our channel. If you like our video, please like it, share it, subscribe our channel, and also give your suggestion into comments. Thank you. God bless you.